I am Sudhir Seth, President and CEO of Pennycrest Energy Company and Arvind Technology Incorporated. Pennycrest Energy Company is the holding company for Arvind Technology, and we are researching and commercializing Pennycrest, more particularly in the Midwest Corn Belt of the United States. But Pennycrest is a mustard variety plant. It carries an oil seed, and the oil seed carry about 36% oil, which has been found to be very useful and appropriate for making different kinds of biofuels such as biodiesel and aviation jet fuel. It is the biggest advantage of Pennycrest and the strongest characteristic is that it grows in rotation with corn and soybean in the Midwest, Illinois, or Midwest of the United States throughout the corn belt. That means that it is planted in early fall when the corn is out of the field, or it is planted in the standing corn and is harvested in May before the soybean go into the ground. When we plant it in the standing corn, no planter can go inside the field because the corn is almost about shoulder high. So we used airplane, and corn is a row crop which is planted 30 inches apart. So quite a lot of seed falls on the ground, but a lot of seed also gets stuck to the corn plant. And as the corn matures, and there is wind and there is rain, and as the corn matures, the leaves of corn senesces, and then it curls, and the balance of the seed also falls to the ground. And actually, when the corn is harvested and the stubble is left in the ground, that also serves a very good ground cover for Pennycrest and protects it from frost and other things. So that is why it is a very hardy and good winter crop. We don't take the credit for discovering that Pennycrest is a good energy crop. We actually have been in touch with the United States Department of Agriculture and with their Agriculture Research Services wing, and they have a National Ag Lab in Peoria where our office is. So it was actually discovered that it has so much of potential by one of the senior scientists in the Ag Lab who carried out all the experiments, and then we got an opportunity to collaborate with the US Department of Agriculture. It has very good fatty acid profile, and there are some high carbon chains like what they call C22s and C18s and C16s, and they give some unique characteristics to the Pennycrest oil, in the sense that, take an example, the biodiesel manufactured out of the soybean oil will start to gel at about 0 degrees, while the biodiesel manufactured from the Pennycrest oil will not gel until about -10 degrees. So this is a very good characteristic, and this is what is very useful, particularly when we talk about the aviation jet fuel, because the aviation jet fuel requires those low temperature properties. The challenges are many. The biggest challenge has been to orient the farmer's mindset to adopt this as a rotational crop. They have always been very apprehensive that Pennycrest might jeopardize their bean or corn yields. So we had a very tough time educating the farmer and trying to motivate them through some early adopters who came forward to do those experiments. So that has been one of our biggest challenges. Now, as we move forward and as we grow in numbers, as we plant more and more acres, of course, the yield, the crop cycle time, the oil content in the seed that we are able to harvest per acre, all of that will become issues, and over a period of time we will have to carry out the required research to improve upon these characteristics. Up till now, we have only been associated with the institutions, USDA and a few universities. But now, as we are in the fundraising mode at this time, we are raising funds for establishing our own research organization also. So we still would have collaboration with the universities and the professors who have done very well. But alongside, we will have our own research establishment to fast forward the research. Just a coincidence that I met somebody here today in this conference who has done, whose dissertation in her PhD was Pennycrest. And I'm very interested that if this school can work along with us, and if they have an expertise, we would certainly like to get some work done over here. Because what we know that and what we have experienced is that more the merrier. If there are more organizations doing different aspects, then we can probably simultaneously get along the results very quickly. I have studied a little bit as to how Pennycrest does here in this part of the world, but they do not have the right timing for doing Pennycrest. It conflicts with the cash crop, whatever cash crop you have. So the seasonality does not permit it to be that. You need to have your lands available in the month of April, and as soon as it is spring, and Pennycrest is not ready by that time. Last year we had done about 400-500 acres. In 2011, 2012 we jumped up to 1,500 acres, and 2013 we may go up to about 10,000 acres. A very big benefit for the farmers because it adds another crop, and it's an additional resource and source of income for them. Adding a second shift to the factory of agriculture. Many people don't understand that's our USP. That's our unique selling point.